Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I hope you're having a wonderful whatever day this is. With me tonight, Dax, my friend. How are you? It's been a long time.
I'm not dead.
No, but you do have my condolences.
Yeah. But I hear that we should be slowly trickling back into work soonish, so maybe it'll be okay.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Oh, the uncle thing?
You have my condolences because I know how much you love Skittles.
Oh, those sons of bitches.
Yep. That's what I was getting at. You've given them up. Is that correct?
I have, in fact, given them up. Yes, they are no longer in my life.
Oh, it sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear it because I know how much they meant to you.
They meant so much to me.
Shit, I'm still trying to do everything in the background here, guys. We're a little bit late tonight.
No, we're exactly on time. We're just on your time.
Well, yes, but later than I meant to be is what I meant there. Me and Dax, we were talking, and it relates to what I'm annoyed about. I'm annoyed a lot, Dax.
Yeah.
It makes me happy to be annoyed. And I mean that sincerely when I say it. I know it might sound like, what? That doesn't make any sense. No, but there's a what's the word I'm looking for here? A peace that I get when I'm annoyed at things that are, just stupid out in the world. And today's was this chick with the dog. I don't know. I'm filling out right now, Dax. We're not going to show the video. I was thinking, we could show the video, but I don't want to get hit on YouTube for this. And here's what I said. I'm going to link it into the chat. And
that's a good idea.
Yeah, that way I don't have to show it. I don't want to. We'll describe it. How about that?
I can deal with that because it's not exactly animal pain per se. But
she's choking the shit out of that dog.
She is definitely choking the shit out of that dog.
All right, so this guy's wandering through the park, and he sees this chick without a leash on her dog, and he asks her, "Please put a leash on your damn dog." And she gets all uppity, and they get into an argument about whether or not he could call the dog over, and he pulls treats out of his. According to the story, this is really weird. He says he pulls treats out of his pocket to offer the dog, which he keeps with him for exactly this kind of occasion.
Yeah, so it seems.
No, he says that. He says that he has them in his pocket for exactly this kind of occasion, because apparently people not having leashes on their dogs happens a lot. There's a section of the park they're allowed to have their dogs off leashes. She's not in that, and he starts filming her, and she starts losing her fucking mind. She grabs her dog by its collar. She doesn't put it on a leash. She grabs it by its collar. And she's dragging it all over as this is going on. And the dog's front paws are not touching the ground.
No, this thing is practically flying.
And she says to this guy, "I'm going to call the police and say I'm being threatened by an African American." And he goes, "Well, go ahead and call the police." And while she's on film, she calls 911 and tells them that there's an African American filming her and that he's threatening her and her dog.
Yeah, her life feels threatened.
Well, she specifically states that he threatened her. And there's one part near the end, Dax, where she goes into acting mode. Because the rest of it, she's just talking. She's just telling him, "Hey, this is happening," and it may be a little bit worked up, but at the end, she actually goes into scared white woman voice.
Yep,
screaming it a little bit. Well, she eventually puts her dog back on its leash, and the guy's like, "Cool," and he goes about his way, and she leaves. The police show up. Nobody's there. The video's uploaded and blows the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
At the time of the article that I saw about this was written, which was many, many, many hours ago, 5 million people had already watched it. And then the stuff you and me were talking about happened.
the stuff that I can get where people get emotionally and they want to do something like this, but you still shouldn't do it.
Let's start with this. Fuck this bitch.
Oh yeah, fuck her right up her fucking skinny little white Karen ass.
Fuck her and everything about her. We do know this, according to the animal shelter that she got the dog from. She's voluntarily given the dog back.
Yes, she has.
While this is investigated. That keeps not being mentioned, the while it's investigated part.
They're not going to give it back. That apparently, I did a little bit of digging on them. They're pretty well respected shelter people. So,
thank you. This is Kyle. Hello, chat people, Monkey and Dax. I hope you all have a great stream. I'll have to catch it on the playback though. Here's some money. Thank you for the money, and I hope wherever you're going treats you well.
Hi, Kyle.
So, the reason we know that this woman had to give the dog back is because people doxed her. There's righteous anger when you watch this woman, whether it's the treatment of the dog or that blatant racist bullshit she pulled. There's righteous anger there. Doxing, especially with the hate mob going on out there, that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Jet Li for life, thank you so much. Who says hello, not Jax? Hello.
What's up?
Look, Jack has the link. He's probably sleeping, lazy bastard. I don't know where Jack's at. He does have the link if he wants to come hang out. But yes, we're the not Jacks tonight. That's what we are these days. It's Jack and not Jack when he's here. Ain't that fucked up?
Oh, it's so good though.
Indeed. Jack, where's Jack? I don't know where Jack's at. Jack's sleeping. We should let Jack sleep once in a while. It's okay.
It's a good thing. People need sleep.
But anyway, you were getting some shit for saying she shouldn't be doxxed.
Yeah, I've been getting shit. It's only started trickling down because I think most of the people have gotten it out of their system. And I've been on a block frenzy because people are just plain nasty. So,
fair enough. I want to point out that it is a righteous anger because I understand. Ryan, real quick, he says, I demand to know what happened to the game stream you promised us. You lied. Appalachia died. One, I didn't lie. I said I was going to stream. I tried to stream, and it failed. Blame my internet. I have to get a hold of them tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know why it didn't work. That's all that happened. I wanted to play. I still played Fallout 4 while I wasn't here after spending an hour trying to get the stream to work. But yeah, my stream wouldn't work. There's righteous anger in what people are seeing with what this woman did. I understand it. I do.
Yeah, we preface this by saying she's an absolute cunt. We don't disagree.
But I don't think, especially with the hate going on, especially with what she did, if you do know her name or you went digging for her name and stuff, you want to dox her, call the police and tell them.
As well they should.
Mm-hmm.
Several crimes are committed there. She let her dog off the leash. That's crime 1. Animal cruelty, at minimum, if you can get around that. She lied in filing her police report. She fled the scene of said crime. That's 4 right there.
Yeah. Well, what I don't think police report would be the right one, but calling 911 fraudulently.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are crimes for that. So I absolutely think if you knew who she was, call the police by all means.
In fact, it's your responsibility to do so.
Indeed. Releasing that information to the public is asinine.
Even if they just released her name, they released their employer, their number. That's none of their concern. That's not their business.
Yeah, they dug her up on LinkedIn and found out where she works. She's some muckety muck with some financial company.
An insurance agent or something.
Yeah. Not for long.
Yeah, no. She's a liability.
Yeah. They're going to run the numbers on that and see what happens. Yeah, doxing her, especially with this kind of outrage out there, because you have people like, she was trying to get this man killed. I can't disagree with that. Well, here's the thing. I can't disagree with it because, I mean, especially the way she yelled it that last time.
Mm-hmm.
He's threatening me. I mean, Yeah, I can see that argument. How about that?
That's fair.
So you have at least a group of people out there that think this bitch is trying to get somebody killed. She's abusing her dog. She's being blatantly racist, and she's trying to get a man killed. That's not the kind of people you want to have that lady's address unless you want something bad to happen to her.
Right. There's intent when you dox somebody like that.
Yeah, hurting a dog is extremely bad in my book. I agree. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's why it's one of the primary rules of the older shows where we wouldn't do child harming or animal harming because we get angry.
I'm not a dog person. I was like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? Put that dog down.
I got yelled at for saying that too. It's just like, they're like, are you serious? That's what you're focusing on? I'm like, I see everybody else, calling her out on the other shit. Nobody's calling her out on the dog stuff. So yeah, I'm going to mention it.
Both of them were horrible. Oh, look, the racist stuff was absolutely, my God.
Jeez. Oof. Oof. The KKK might need an insurance adjuster after this, and she'd be perfect for the job.
There's a lot of times questionably racist stuff comes up,
Sure.
Was that racist? I don't know. In this case, absolutely.
Yeah, this isn't like the lemonade lady who called the cops on that little black girl. No, this isn't that.
This is unquestionable, flat out racism.
Even if she didn't believe it, she used it as a weapon, which is just as bad.
I just love how she kept saying, there's an African American. Like, she was still being PC.
Trying to be.
She was being politically correct while being racist as fuck. It was amazing. In a horrible way, guys. We were talking about the docs thing, and you guys know how I feel about that, especially after recent circumstances. But especially in this case, this isn't just some rando who gets doxxed online. This is somebody who, again, people have a very reasonable anger with. You got to be careful with that shit.
Yeah.
They're going to have old lynch mobs back. They're going to find this woman.
But it's what they want, though, right? I mean, it's obviously what they want.
That's the thing, though. I don't think most people want that. I think most people want her to suffer.
Yes.
I think they want the dog gone. I think they want her to lose her house, her job, that kind of stuff. I don't think they want her to be stabbed,
Most reasonable, rational people, yes.
But see, I don't think it's reasonable or rational to want her to lose her job necessarily.
Oh, I don't want her either, but at least going as far as to say they don't want her hurt. They just want her to financially maybe get hurt at worst.
Well, here's the thing. When somebody loses a job, especially in this market, lots of bad stuff can happen to them that have nothing to do with, being shot or stabbed in your sleep because some weirdo found your address online,
Yeah.
I don't want her, to lose her home. I would like that to be because she's in jail for a little while.
Yeah.
I could deal with that.
Like I've been saying, she needs to get at least fined at bare minimum and jail time if anybody's rational is paying attention.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Which, probably would make her lose her job. Probably would make her lose her house. But again, you know who you deal with that? The cops.
Right.
So yeah, I don't like these things, man. I do not like mob rule and mob justice like this. I really don't.
No, it's not. There's no place for it in our society anymore.
By all means, call the police. But damn, stop it. Oh, Shio, thank you so much over on the Streamlabs. Don't forget, guys, we are brought to you by you. Hit that like button, hit share, and if you would donate to Dax and myself. You still have a Streamlabs, right?
I do.
I don't have it in the description because I didn't know you were going to be here when I set this up.
I didn't either. I just wanted to frustratedly support you, so to speak, and then it just led to this.
Shio, thank you so much. Why did they arrest Jared Fogle at 3:15? Oh my God! Because that's when the big hand touches the small hand. CCM Red Power Comrade.
That's so bad.
Shio, how dare you? Yeah, guys. We do thank you for all the support. You're amazing. Look, the woman with the dog. Well, look, your freedom to do what you like with your pet. But, well, one night while walking to the gym, a dog ran at me and that dog got a kick to the head. Look, it's not just for your safety. It's the dog's safety as well, why they have, leash areas.
Yeah, and there's a part of Central Park, like fairly nearby, that they're allowed to do that. I don't know. I think she said it was closed or something. I know it exists, though.
No, she said it was unsafe.
Oh, well, that's tough shit.
Yeah. Well, at least that's according to him. We don't have her statement yet. She went, believe it or not, social media dark.
Well, if she's an avid dog enthusiast in any regard, and she brings her dog out, and she is aware that there are signs saying shouldn't have it here, then she knows Central Park enough to know that there is a spot that you can do that. This big wide open field area, as a matter of fact, I've been there. It's great. Everybody seems happy. There's hardly any ever trouble during daylight hours, mind you. I don't know how it is at nighttime, but they shouldn't be doing it at night anyway.
There is nothing about this woman that I like.
No, not really.
From this video, there's no redeeming qualities in this woman. She's not even cute. It's not like I can go, at least she's cute. Nah. She's plain. I mean, she's not horribly ugly. It's not like her nose was below her lips or something.
Oh, I like that she had a mask on, and then she took it off when she was making the phone call, like they couldn't understand her. So stupid.
Yeah, she's a horrible person. I hope she ends up going to county jail for a while. I really do. What we saw in that video is fucking horrific.
Yeah, and a good prosecuting attorney could actually argue that it was attempted murder.
Yeah. From the blatant racism to the animal cruelty in here. Fuck this bitch. I hope bad things happen to her. But not murder.
Non-life-threatening bad things happen to her.
Exactly. My go-to in this Dax is I hope she steps on a Lego, it flies up, lodges in her ass, and stays there forever. So that every time her little pooper opens, it feels like she's stepping on a Lego with her butthole.
It'll be that nice little small, half a brick square ones, they use for the wings. That way stuff can still pass through, but it's going to hurt doing it.
Indeed. Holy Reaper says, what are your thoughts on the vid that James Wood posted of the nursing home beatings, Monk? I saw that the day that it came out. And James Woods was the second person I saw tweet it, which was weird. Because he's usually right on top of stuff, and that's where I get a lot of my news. James Woods and Shoe on Head.
The same way you will about Shoe. She's usually on top of most current date things.
Well, I get a lot of my stories I talk about on here from her because she's tweeting at the time I'm awake and going live,
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's live on my Twitter. But anyway, I saw that beating. I think that that dude needs to be in prison for the rest of his natural life. That was horrific. That was absolutely horrific.
Yeah, wasn't he there to get treated too? So that means the staff wasn't paying any attention to it, which is also a horrible idea.
Yeah. And he filmed it just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Beating up an old man.
I practice boxing, so I got to do it on a human body so I know how it feels. Wow. Good man. Really good man.
Yeah. There's other stuff going on. Unless you had more to say about that.
Oh, no. She sucks a fat ass, and I'm sorry I have to defend her.
Well, see, here's the thing. It's not defending her. In these kind of situations, there's a difference between defending somebody and saying that other behavior is bad. I'm not defending this lady at all. At all.
No, the idea that doxing is bad is what I'm defending. And if that has to attach to her, more's the pity, but I will always defend anti-doxing.
It's not cool. People have got killed from that kind of stupid shit. Just throwing it out there. Next up, Keemstar has challenged Ethan Klein to a fight. I know, guys, this is stupid. This is drama nonsense, but this is the stuff I live for. I want this fight to happen.
It's Kumite 3.0.
I want to see that fat, unshaven, smelly fuck get in the ring with that Nomi little tard and just go to town on each other. Who would not? I would love to watch this fight.
Oh, Shio, no. Thank you, Shio, for the donation. He says, CCM Red Power, comrade. What do you call a disabled pedo? A creepy crawly.
Oh, oof. Atheist Icon says, can they fucking get it over with? No, I need the fight. I need the boxing match between these two idiots.
You'd watch a film of those two together privately, wouldn't you?
Fighting, yeah.
Nothing else?
Having the sex, no. I don't want to see if their dicks touch. I'm just going to throw that out there.
What if it turns out that one of the little pussies is actually a little pussy?
No, definitely not then, because I don't want to see a vagina on either one of those two. It'd be like the first time I saw Buck Angel naked.
Oh, that was so disturbing. It will always be disturbing.
It's burned in my memory.
I can't get it out.
It's one of those things that will never go away, and I really, really wish it would.
Yeah.
Of all of the memories that I lose, Dax, that's the one that's stuck.
And it won't go away.
And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm telling you, do not look up Buck Angel with your safe search turned off, unless you want to see something that will traumatize you for life. No disrespect to Buck Angel. Seems like a really down-to-earth kind of dude.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't need to see that. And this, Dax, I saw it back in the day when your friends would send you stuff and be like, check this out. And you look at it and you're like, oh, fuck me.
It's like, why? Haha, made you look.
Yep. That still happens on the internet, but back in the day, it used to happen, especially with really slow loading screens.
Where it loaded from the top down and you didn't know it was too late.
Back in 56K, and it was like, shit.
Downloading songs took hours. It was great.
Anyway, Buck Angel's a female to male that's buff. Not just buff. I rarely, and I can't think of any other case where I've seen a female to male trans and went, yeah, it looks like a dude.
Extremely passable.
Buck Angel looks like a dude. Buck Angel looks like a hardcore biker dude.
Yeah.
Buck Angel looks like he's he's a mini boss fight in a Spider-Man game.
Yeah,
he's fucking ripped. Yeah. And then this, it was a video of him masturbating that I saw. Scribe. Sorry, Dax.
Well, I'm glad to be compared to Scribe if you're going to compare me to anything. So, no offense taken.
No, look at this. There's my memory. I can remember Buck Angel masturbating, but I fucked up your name.
I bet you don't remember my real name either.
Oh, I don't. Not even close. I had a story before I got off on this Buck Angel thing.
You got off on this Buck Angel thing? Dude.
Shut up. How dare. Oh, no. This goes back to Keem. What a weird segue. It goes back to Keem and Ethan fighting.
So I was talking about Buck Angel. Oh, yeah, Keemstar. Let's go with, yeah.
So these two idiots are still at it. They're still going for each other's throats. And Keem just comes out with this video going, dude, I want to fight you. I just want to hit you. I just want to be able to hit you legally. Let's get in a ring. And Ethan came back. I don't want to hit you, dude. I have no doubt Ethan doesn't want to get in a fight. With all that blinking he does, he probably can't even watch to make sure a punch isn't coming.
They're going to have to cut his eye open, not because, any pain happened to it.
Cut my eye. That's a Rocky joke, you guys.
They don't know quality entertainment.
I know. There's this younger generation, man. As for this, I just wish the two idiots look. I think they're both disgusting, scummy people,
without a doubt.
Keemstar owns at least part of his, and he proudly. Well, we talked about, we're just talking about doxing. He proudly says that he doxes people.
I think he might have said he did.
Oh, he has. Oh, yeah.
I just don't remember. I don't watch Keem, and that's how much I find these people detestable. Like, I watch stuff about them, but I don't watch their material.
I will not lie. I watch Drama Alert. Oof. I like drama, dude.
I like drama well enough. We've always said that you're, like, the king of, like, loving the drama, and I'm just, like, the jester gazing in once in a while, so...
I watch it, and again, it has to be something that really catches my eye. Like, this story's breaking. Oh, cool, I got to see what's happening. There's a lot of it that I don't care. I don't care. So I do miss some of the worst stuff about it. But you don't have to tell me Keemstar's a shitty person. I know.
He knows.
Everybody knows. So I don't really understand what the fight was about. Like whether Ethan thought, I'm going to be the man to finally change Keemstar.
Changes diaper, maybe.
You're a shitbag too. You're just dirtier about it. You don't admit things you do wrong. I mean, you had iDubbbz on your channel for a live stream where you chanted the phrase, sorry, YouTube, this isn't me. I'm repeating what one of your favorite creators, Ethan Klein, said repeatedly, nigger faggot.
Oh, yeah.
Over and over and over and over and over. And yes, with a hard R. And talked about how much fun it was to say.
In his defense, it is a funny sounding word.
And then had the balls to pretend that PewDiePie saying it once was like one of the worst things ever. And he didn't even have the suffix on there. He just dropped an N-bomb. You are a disgusting, clout-chasing piece of shit, and we all know it. So here's what you do. I have a solution here, Dax. The two of them should get in the ring and fight. And I don't care what Keem does with his money, but Ethan, whatever you earn from this, donate it all to FUPA. And that way, other people can finally profit from FUPA. I did it again. Other people can finally benefit from FUPA the way you did. You fat, disgusting piece of shit.
Yay.
But anyway, that's all. I want to see this. I want to see these two idiots get in the ring and fight it out because personally, I don't like either of them. I don't think it's, again, one of those things like I don't see many redeeming qualities. I mean, Keemstar does like to give out money at Christmas time, and that's a very nice thing to do. Ethan is giving out money right now. I've never seen either of them do it just for the fun of it, you know. But they don't have to. It's their money, you know. I mean, well, It's not theirs. It's their sponsors' money. But I mean, good for them for doing that. But otherwise, yeah, they're shitty people as far as I can tell. Get in the ring and fight, you fat fuck. I like boxing. That's all it is. I just like boxing. I saw this story today. For those of you who missed or were watching, what was the night last night? We're getting into the fucketry that you guys didn't get last night. This is it's a weird progression. It's a weird progression. Ilhan Omar says, I share Minnesota DFL's belief that democracy starts at the grassroots, and I'm incredibly proud that we won the endorsements through a people-powered process. Now let's win the election to keep up fighting for bold, progressive change for Minnesota families. Fairly standard. She got an endorsement, and she just came out, yay, I'm endorsed by these people. Let's keep up the fight. All right. From there, we get, I very much admire you. That being said, I really wish you'd examine the evidence regarding Tara Reid's allegations. You've been in the Russell building. You know what she's describing is impossible. Dun, dun, dun. It's impossible. Apparently, this building has no walls. I didn't realize that the Russell building had no walls. Because what she said is he pushed her against a wall, reached in and jammed a digit up in there. All you need for that is a wall. Am I wrong? Oh, well, maybe a digit and something to stick it up in.
All of that sounded terrible. Speaking of things that sound terrible, thank you, Shayo. With the donation, it says, I walked in on my sister last night masturbating with a carrot. Fucking hell, seriously. I was going to eat that later. Now it's going to taste like carrots.
Shio.
Thank you.
Yes, Pete, we're talking about the digitization of Tara Reid. So this next one goes, Mrs. Omar, I am not an admirer. We don't think we know that MAGA and Russia are working to defeat a moderate Democrat. I found the comments irresponsible. You should have said, I don't know if Tara Reid is telling the truth. And of course, as a surrogate of Bernie's I didn't want Biden. I don't know how we got here from the original tweet. But she responded. She responded thusly. Believing survivors is consistent with my values. Yes, I endorsed against Biden and I didn't pick him as our nominee. With that said, in this interview I did on May 6th, we talk about that. And quotes aren't always in context. I will vote for him and help him defeat Trump. So I sent her a message. Not, personally because I don't know her, but I sent a message and asked her to just state, do you or don't you believe Tara Reade? You can still support Biden if you want to, but do you or do you not believe Tara Reade? Coming out and said, look, those quotes could be out of context. Why didn't you just say, yes, I believe her, or no, I don't?
Right.
Believing survivors is consistent with my values. Okay, do you believe she's a survivor? It's really easy. I don't understand why it's so hard. Well, I do understand. I'm being a little bit facetious there, Dax.
No, I couldn't tell.
But I don't understand. If this is your platform, why it is so hard to come out and say, yes, I believe Tara Reade, or no, I don't believe Tara Reade. Look, Jack is correct on everything. When I have a major life event, I run it by Jack first. That's actually a smart idea. Jack makes good life decisions for everybody else.
I mean, he's friends with us, so I'm not sure how true that is.
I said for everybody else. I didn't necessarily say for himself. No, I've been enjoying, as the left has to come around and defend Biden. There's a whole lot of them who won't say whether or not they just believe her. Now, I have to be honest, and I talked about this, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and then I saw Matt Christensen the other day talking about it. I have at least a little bit of respect, a little bit, for those who say they believe Tara Reade, but they're still voting for Biden. At least they're coming out and answering the question. We read an article, Dax, I am not shitting you, where this woman was like, stop asking women if they believe Biden or if they believe Tara Reade. You're making us lie to the press. The bitch said that. Yeah. By asking questions, it's simple, easy question. You're making us lie to the press.
Sure, because they're forcing you to.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's on you, not us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's not a Spurg?
I mean,
I see Nuts in chat. Good morning, Nuts. I saw her come in earlier and I meant to say hi and I got distracted. You know how I am, sweetheart. And thank you so much for dropping our Streamlab links. Guys, don't forget we are brought to you by you. Hit the like, hit the share, and if you would be so kind, throw pennies at us. We like money. Have you replaced Skittles in your life?
Being told that M&Ms are the way to go, and truth to be told, I used to like M&M minis, so maybe I could reintroduce them. And I love chocolate, so.
Can I make a different suggestion?
Absolutely.
Starburst.
I did that once in a while, if you remember. Maybe I should go back to the Starburst.
Starburst, I mean, if you coming from Skittles, that is a fruit flavored candy. It's also a chewy candy. Starburst.
You have points.
Mm-hmm. All you're missing out on is the shell. And since they individually wrap all of them, maybe you can count that. M&Ms are life. I like M&Ms, peanut M&Ms specifically, but I'm just trying to be helpful to my friend here. This blew up about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago at this point. It is a Daily Beast column, story. Column, story. I'm not sure how to describe anything from the Daily Beast. Sean King keeps raising money and questions about where it goes. Keeps raising money and questions about where it goes. Now, I won't bore you guys with the details. I'll throw this in the chat if you guys want to read it yourself. There's a lot of questions about what happens to the money Sean King raises. And as I was reading this and seeing the Twitter reaction, because Sean King is actually trending right now, I just couldn't help but wonder why anybody's surprised that the white guy pretending to be black so he can raise money might be fraudulent. The white guy who purposefully lies about his skin color so that you will throw money at him might be a con man. It's weird. It's really weird, Dax.
Yeah. Who would have thought this guy that has been a blatant liar would lie some more?
He's a white guy race hustling black stuff.
And they fall for it.
Claiming to be black. And then when people went, you ain't black, he's like, my mom was a whore. We don't know.
Yeah. His mother must be so proud.
That he threw his mom under the bus. Like, nah, man, my dad's probably black. She don't know who my dad is. He's like, oh, for fuck's. He called his mom. He didn't call her a whore.
Insinuated heavily.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. He just suggested his mom was out there taking random dick. And one of them was probably black.
You know what? Even if that were true, you're still not black.
Yeah, he's not black. And he got away with it. When Rachel Dolezal got destroyed for it, he still got to run out there. And look, she had been put into a position of power within the NAACP. What was that, in Washington?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so he's not in one of those. But he is out there constantly fundraising. That's what he does. That's his job. He raises funds. I mean, he's not just a Twitter asshole. He's a community organizer. It's not a job, Obama. Yeah, he goes out there and he raises funds for different projects that always seem to make a whole bunch of money, never spend any to any kind of betterment of society.
You know what this sadly makes me do? This makes me actually back Anita Sarkeesian a little bit, because at least she puts out a shitty product for what she gets.
True. Anita's a different kind of con man, con woman, con person.
Say con person.
Con human. No, that's got man in it still. Con homo sapien.
Now you're just being sexist.
I am, because fuck her.
I wouldn't, but okay.
I'd put it in.
I think she has a trap in there. You ever see the movie Teeth? I'm worried.
You might. You know what? Chainmail, my friend. Chainmail condom. It could work. Anyhow, this dude is a con artist. He has been for a long time. And I'm not even talking about his business ventures here, because I don't know. That's for the law to decide. And it'd be nice if they actually took a look, because a lot of people are like, where's all this fucking money going? But he's a con man. He is out there convincing people that he's black and that his mom's a whore when he's quite clearly Caucasian.
Do you think his parents know?
I would imagine so.
So that means they're complicit.
Wasn't his mom who came out and said that he wasn't black?
Was it him?
I can't remember who it was. Yeah,
No,
somebody came out.
It was one of these liars, and I can't remember which one.
I want to say it was him.
It probably was him, because either him or Tariq.
Well, when Rachel Dolezal, that happened with her. It was her parents.
So funny.
Yeah. They brought out that picture of her when she was 14, and she's this little white blonde chick. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it was his mom who said that, and he's like, my mom's a whore. She was taking all the dick. Let's see. Oh, we got to talk about these people. All right. This also blew up on Twitter today. I don't know when it originally blew up. It's been around for a little bit. Excuse me. I saw it today because it was blowing up today. There's this videographer who was hired to film a wedding. Unfortunately, before the wedding, the bride died. and the groom to be wanted his money back. They put down an $1,800 deposit, and it's a non-refundable deposit. The videographer said, "No, I'm not giving you your money back." And so this guy runs to Twitter and the media and like, "These people are horrible people. They won't give me my money back." And if the story stopped there, I would be on the videographer's side. Because, sorry, non-refundable means non-refundable. There's not a clause in there for if your fiance dies. Is it a whole lot better if you find out your fiance was cheating on you and that's why you call off the wedding? I mean, at least she's not dead then, but aren't you wishing she was?
Yeah.
I can't think of too many instances where you're like, you know what? I'm glad that wedding was called off. Keep my money. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Any reason a wedding is going to get called off is going to be tragic of sorts. That's probably why they put that non-refundable part in there. However, this videographer, I don't remember their name. What is it? Is this them? Copper Stallion Media?
Yeah.
I don't know what asshole's running this place, but they actually tweeted this out. Or is this I think it's a tweet. They put it on social media. How about that? Today would have been the day where we would have filmed Justin and Alexis's wedding in Colorado Springs. After what Justin pulled with the media stunt to try and shake us down for a refund, we hope you sob and cry all day for what would have been your wedding day. Sorry, not sorry.
Scumbags.
You know, this is not like that hotel that burned that chick who was trying to use her "I'm a social influencer" to get free stay at the hotel, and he's like, "Go fuck yourself" kind of thing. A woman died, you shitty piece of crap. What the fuck is wrong with you? I hope you cry and sob all day. Oof.
You know, even if they were just caring about the non-refundable part, there are ways to say that without sounding like an asshole.
No, you know what? Look, I'm sorry for what happened to you. It is tragic, but all weddings ending are tragic. We have this clause. You sign the contract. That's the way it is.
We're sorry for your loss, but you know this.
Yeah,
this is how it is. We apologize, but you know we can't change our business model every time something like this happens.
We're sorry for your loss. We're not doing. You know what a better thing would have been? Stay quiet.
Yeah, say nothing.
Say nothing. It blows over in the media storm in a week tops, and you get back to your business.
Yeah. If they wanted great PR, they could have refunded it and be like, "Wow, we are so sorry that this has happened. Here's this might help towards the funeral. Unfortunately,
To employees and clients, it is with great sadness that we inform you of the passing of our client experience manager, Allison Davis. Allison took her own life earlier this morning. She had been a valued member of our team for the past 2 years and will be missed. Allison was a wife, mother, sister, and daughter. On May 20th, 2020, our company was subject to an online smear campaign for not refunding a client who died in a car accident. The client signed a non-refundable contract. As a result, friends, family, and strangers have emailed, called, and left reviews of our company on social media. Online bullying is real. We are in contact with local authorities to see what can be done in terms of criminal charges. We are also reaching out to our legal counsel to see what legal action we can take to obtain a judgment for damages. No company should have to go through this for upholding a signed legal document. With that being said, we are currently no longer interested in taking on any more bookings, blah, blah, blah. And it actually cuts off in the screen cap I got here. Now, I don't know if this is true, but it's been suggested online that this suicide they talked about at the beginning of this happened 2 years ago.
That's what I've read too.
Again, I don't know if that's true because they specifically say in here earlier this morning, which is really fucking horrible. Um, you know, they're not helping themselves at all.
Not in the slightest.
All you had to do was, I'm sorry for your loss, but these are our practices, and let them try to sue you.
They won't win. Yeah.
A signed contract. We're sorry, but this is business. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like if you're buying something, you put yourself in a contract, and then all of a sudden you go bankrupt for whatever reason. You still, technically owe these people money if you didn't pay them. They're not going to give you money back because something bad happened to you. It's called a contract for a reason.
Now, again, you were right. If they wanted really good press, be like, look, we don't normally do this. We understand this is a really tragic circumstance. We're going to refund it, even though it's not our policy. You have to be careful doing that, though, especially stating it publicly. But again, I'm with them all the way up through them starting to talk, and especially them mocking this guy for the death of his fiance.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you? Now, I'm sure he got a lot of hate over this, or they. I don't know if it's a male or female who runs this place. From the sounds of it, I'd say female. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that way.
Because that's some horrific woman type shit. That's vindictive, is what that is. Holy shit!
They wanted their money back. Look at this pathetic piece of crap.
Whew, you came after me. Fuck you.
Girl power.
Yeah. Oh man. What a fucking world. I read this and saw that dog video in the same day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been a hell of a day.
I'm glad your fiance's dead. And I'm going to call the police on you, Blackie. In the same day. That's just too much to take. Too much to take. Oh, my God. Yeah, I have no problem with them keeping their money. But don't be I see this so much, Dax, so much. People don't seem to understand how to respond on the internet. And a lot of times the way you respond is with no response.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Instead, you're like, I'm going to make this better by talking. Rarely goes that way. Rarely goes that way. I'm trying to think of one where it did turn out that way, where there was some shit that came out and they opened their mouth to make it better and it got better. I watch a lot of drama and I can't think of any of those. Now there's some where they, keep their mouth shut for a while and then open up their mouth. Like that weird Nintendo guy with the big nose who was accused of sending dick pics to people he knew were underage. What's his name? Wasn't it Jared something? I don't remember. But these screen caps came out and it showed that he knew he was either sending or I think it was receiving, maybe he was sending pictures of nakedness to 15-year-olds. Pro Jared, thank you, RJ.
I see. When you said that, though, I immediately went to the subway guy. But
right,
Jared's Pro Jared's. That's an interesting topic. I was always on the side that I really didn't think that he would have done that. In the way that they're describing it,
Yeah, what happened, guys? The screen caps come out. One, we all saw his dick, and I
can't unsee it. I will never look at Sailor Moon the same way ever again.
But the screen caps came out that showed him saying that that he knew these people were 15, I believe was the age. But it turns out those were doctored. The original chat log actually shows that they said they were 18. Black Romeo says, wasn't it proven that he didn't do it? Yes, it was. And he was destroyed for months. He had to go away, and finally he did that on the advice of legal counsel. It's amazing. Legal counsel tells you to shut the fuck up. That's what this videographer needed, was to talk to his legal counsel before they made that post about I hope you cry and sob all day. I love that they cry and sob.
Right, because when you're done crying, you don't have the energy, then you sob. They want him to go through that entire process.
That's so fucked up. So fucked up. Cry and sob. And when you're done, I hope you weep.
Yeah. I want to hear the whimpers and you crawling to bed as you have put every last ounce into laying down without your loved one.
Sometimes the best answer is no answer. Just no answer.
Yeah, don't say shit. Jared had the right of it. He was quiet. Like you said, that was the smartest thing he could have done. And I'm so glad that he did that because, I mean, he lost numbers. Let's be honest. That was
sure.
He was bound to lose them. No matter if you're innocent or not, it's just going to happen. But he didn't lose as much as some of the other people have done.
Yeah, and for the rest of eternity, he's still going to get people that come to him and tell the lies part of it. Weren't you that guy? I mean, no, that wasn't me. Fuck off.
Right.
And what you do with those people is you fucking ignore them. The power of ignoring is underplayed on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to engage every troll or every asshole or, anyone really. You can let stuff go. Now, I'm not telling you you have to let stuff go. I'm not a hypocrite, for fuck's sake. Y'all know me. I'll dive right in there. But there are times and you have to consider the consequence. Is this worth it? And a lot of times the answer is no. Is it fun? Sure. And if that's enough for you, jump on in there. But I see a lot of times people jumping into shit like this. These people, I hope you cry and sob. Why would you do that? Ever. Did you think this was going to make you look better?
Maybe they did. Maybe they honestly thought in the back of their head, man, people are going to support us. I mean, there's a contract, and now this person's whining to get their cash back. Why? Because their loved one died? It's a contract. He must be an idiot.
Mm-hmm. But, this guy, I wonder if I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure somebody set up some kind of GoFundMe for the guy whose fiance died.
I hope so.
And he'll end up with thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, this videographer has completely torched their reputation.
Yeah, that's a tank that you did. That's a tank you saw sinking into the sands of Africa.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that. You could cure cancer, and that they'll still be like, aren't you the one who told a guy to cry and sob on his wedding day? Because you're a shitbag of a person. And again, if this is your business, good businesses understand sometimes they're going to lose money. Sometimes you have to bend one of your own rules because it just is better for business. Like when a guy's fiance dies and he's just asking for a refund of the the money he put down for a videographer on his wedding day.
All this stuff bothers me. I think the thing that bothers me even more, which is weird, but bear with me, is that they said they were going to seek damages against the people complaining about them complaining.
Well,
that's a special kind of scum.
No, I get you, but I think that's probably what facilitated that comment from them to begin with. I can see that anger from the...
Did that happen first, though? Oh, God, I want to see the timeline of all this going down then.
Yeah, the business owner didn't put that out until afterwards.
So they had we're seeking action against this person. Then it was, fuck this guy, ha, ha, ha. Because I saw it the other way around. I heard the fuck this guy, ha, ha, ha. Then they put out now we're seeking damages.
No, okay. Okay, yes. The now we're seeking damages did come after the fuck this guy.
Oh, yeah, then fuck them.
What I'm talking about is what led them to do the fuck this guy, I hope you cry on your wedding day.
God, that's so scummy.
I get you. However, think of it this way. This is their business. And this guy who signed a contract has been going to the media and social media to destroy that business because he wanted out of his contract. At that point, you're going after their livelihood and literally could just ruin their business, put them completely out of business. Granted, after that, they decided to help him do it. But up until that point, they had done nothing wrong. I don't know the laws in that state, but going out there and depending on how they said things and what was actually, actual statements that were made, they may have a case of these guys slandering their business.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's very rare, but if your job is weddings, you see them break up. So $1,800, sorry. But I'm not sure exactly what you mean. That if they break up, fuck them.
Yeah, that's tough shit. That happens.
If somebody dies, that's a little bit different, Yeah,
it all boils down to they should have just shut the fuck up and let their lawyers do their thing.
Yeah. Well, again, I would have. This is a bad part of our society right now, Jack. Sorry, Dax.
Wow. Second time.
That's the first time I called you.
You called me Scribe, sir, earlier, so it's the wrong names.
Different situation.
Yeah, but now I'm insulted.
I hope you cry and sob.
How dare you?
Here's the thing. Okay, so they sign this contract. She dies. This guy comes to him. I want my money back, and they say no. That should have been the end of it. He could have tried to go get a lawyer and be like, maybe there's an out. He didn't do that. Instead, he ran to the media, and we live in the media age, the social media age, no less. So their business just starts getting all kinds of downvotes on their, Yelp or whatever the fuck they have. Stories are popping up about how horrible this place is because they wouldn't give this guy's money back. Now, everything said in there could be true, but it still has this damaging effect on the business for them doing nothing wrong.
Again, all they had to say, if they should have said something, they should have said, we're sorry for your loss, but unfortunately the contract is a contract.
But see, and I get you, but even at that point, if they had said that, this is why I say saying nothing is even better. If they had said that, then you have, oh, look at these heartless fucks. All it is about the money for them. See what I'm saying? There's no winning for them in this case, except to give him his money back, which is why sometimes that's what you do, guys.
That's why a lot of these companies settle.
Mm-hmm.
And for $1,800, that was a low price to keep the rest of your business intact. And I know that sounds terrible. Just sounds terrible having to give into what is essentially business terrorism.
Yeah. But that's what it is. I mean, I'm sorry for this guy that his fiance died, but that shouldn't give you the right to completely destroy somebody's business. That's some Karen shit. I'm sorry, dude. That's some Karen shit to go, I'm going to go talk to the press. It's basically, I'm going to talk to your manager. You won't give me my stuff back.
I mean, if it's a matter of him not being able to afford like the funeral or something, he could have talked to them saying, hey, if I still have to pay you, can I put it on a deference, or could you even, maybe look the other way and just let me off of this because I got things I got to cover now. He could have gone about it a bunch of different ways. I doubt he did, though. I bet you he went up to him and was like, well, I'm not getting married anymore because I tragically lost my fiance. Can I get a refund because of it? I mean, that's not the best way to handle that.
Peter says the guy shouldn't have had to ask for his money back. They should have volunteered for the free advertising. If they knew she died, I suppose so. And he says, and it was free. It wasn't their money as such. Well, no, there's a reason there's deposits on things like this. They could have gone, okay. They could have turned down 3 or 4 other clients for that same day. Sorry, we already have a client for that day.
Which happens all the time. If you're in any form of photography, you know that once you booked, you've just turned away 4 other jobs.
Yep. So there's a reason for that. Again, I'm not on their side once they posted that, but before that, I'm not just on their side. I'm very sympathetic to what this man put them through.
Legally, I still might be on their side, but they're assholes. Let's drop that right now. This goes back to that stupid woman. It's like they're a bunch of assholes. There's only assholes today.
There's legally wrong and morally wrong, and people are choosing to judge them for what was morally wrong, not legally wrong. Here's the thing. I judge them for the statement that they made and everything that's happened after. Before that, they were getting judged morally for being both morally and legally right. They had no moral responsibility to this guy. None. He wants his money back. We're literally making this. He's the good guy for being greedy. But they're the bad guys because they're greedy. Sorry, just how I feel about it. I've seen too many people try to ruin companies and stuff because they don't get their way. We have a Karen society now. Mm-hmm. Too many companies have given into stuff like this. And in the present day, you're probably right, Jack. God damn it. Okay, that's 2. Look, it's usually Jack here. It's not my fault.
I need you to remember.
And Dax are kind of similar in pronunciation.
I bet you've never played Jack and Daxter then, and if you did, you probably got it wrong all the time then. If you didn't, then you're just being racist towards me.
I've never played that.
You don't know what gaming is, do you?
How dare you, sir? I was gaming when you were swimming around in your daddy's nutsack.
I've been playing Atari since I was born.
How old are you?
34.
Yeah, I was playing video games before you were born. That's awesome. Weird. Holy shit. No, dude, I remember playing Pac-Man at the arcade when I was like 8. It was I was 8 or 9 when that shit exploded really big. We lived in Illinois at the time. And I'd played a video game way back when I was like 5, the old Pong thing. It wasn't Pong. I remember very specifically it was table tennis. and there were like 4 different things you could play. You could play table tennis or ice hockey, or I forget what the other ones are. They were all the exact same thing with just different colored screen. You moved a paddle and the.
Oh, I'm aware of how Pong consoles worked.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm fucking old.
Quiet, Hammer. You're ancient. You don't count.
I've been playing video games before you were born, my friend. How dare you say I don't know what gaming is? No, I've never played that game.
You missed out, dude. The second one is one of my favorite games, just because. Imagine a nice, wholesome game in the first game. It's just literally you're going around collecting stuff, kind of like Banjo-Kazooie, and you're just having a bunch of fun. Second game opens to you being in prison, and the first words out of what was a silent protagonist is, "I'm going to kill this guy."
Wow, nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's his first spoken lines were, "I'm going to kill General Praxis," or whatever his name is.
Console game, right? People are telling me PlayStation.
That was PlayStation. Jesus Christ, with 2? I think Jack 2 was on.
I played quite a bit of PlayStation 2, but not that game. And dude, mostly a computer gamer. So
I played Conan back on the old Apple II.
Oh, damn. That's a long time ago.
That was fun.
Oh, man. Yeah, I've decided to play Fallout 4.
It's fun, especially when you mod it.
Well, one, I won't mod it. I don't play modded games.
Really? There's a lot of mods that actually don't give you cheats in any way, but they just improve quality of life.
There's a lot of things that people call quality of life that I still consider cheating.
Such as
giving you a bigger backpack.
No, I don't agree with bigger backpacks. In this game, weight limit is weight limit for a reason, and just get into your power armor if you want to worry about weight.
I bought this game when it first came out.
Okay.
Because I love every other. The only one I never played was Tactics. I own Tactics, but I've never played it.
I played that one more than I played Fallouts 1 or 2.
Well, Fallout 3 was coming out, and I'd never played the original Fallouts. And there was a write-up on it in PC Gamer. It's like, if you want to get ready for Fallout 3, go over to Good Old Games. It was the second time I'd ever heard of Good Old Games. And it was the first time I ever went to the site. So go over to Good Old Games and pick it up because it's optimized for modern PCs. I'm like, cool. So I went over there and I played the fuck out. I loved both of them. Hardcore, old school RPG style, isometric, turn-based combat, all of that shit. And I fucking loved every bit of it. And then 3 came out and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can play this.
It's way different.
I don't know if I can play this. And I started playing it, and then again, I loved it. And then New Vegas came out. Oh my God.
I love New Vegas.
New Vegas was better than Fallout 3.
Yes.
Hands down. I loved Fallout 3, don't get me wrong, but there's something about not just the setting, but the storytelling in there. Obsidian is the one who made that, and Obsidian, other than their fucking over-reliance on having stories with your NPCs, your companions,
Mhm.
all of this shit. If you played Neverwinter Nights 2 or you played Knights of the Old Republic 2, anything Obsidian does, they always have companions that you have to do quests for. And will they like you at the end? Like, go fuck yourself. Stop that shit.
I like that shit.
I hate that shit.
Sorry to hear.
Anyway, otherwise, very great game. Loved it. And then
The best part about New Vegas, you didn't need to bring anyone with you the entire game.
I don't take anybody with me.
If you want to make the game easier on yourself, if you hate the Brotherhood, then getting Veronica for 5 minutes doesn't hurt. But other than that, yeah, you don't need anybody.
I don't take people with me in those kind of games unless they force me to. Now, I didn't mind it in Knights of the Old Republic because, it's like having an adventuring party. That makes sense.
It's a team. You're supposed to.
Anyway, so then I go to Fallout 4. And as soon as I get in, I'm like, what is this cartoony shit? Everything compared to the grittiness of all of the other ones, it was just too polished. And I'm like, I hate this. And I tried playing it over and over, Dax. God damn it. That doesn't count.
That's a half a point.
I didn't say it. But anyway, I tried many times to play this game and just couldn't. And then we got Fallout 76.
So sorry.
No, I actually like Fallout 76.
Again, I'm sorry.
I never hated it in the original. There was just, I got distracted by a different game. That's why I stopped playing. And then the new Wastelanders thing came out. So we decided to play it on the game stream. And
where NPCs actually got put in the game and you're not just alone with a bunch of fucking destructive people?
There were NPCs in the game.
Uh-huh.
Just because they weren't people. It's non-player character, not non-people character. Just saying. Anyway, I liked it, and we've been having fun with 76. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give Fallout 4 one more chance. And I've been enjoying it, man.
I'm telling you, there's a lot to enjoy in that game. People gave it too much crap.
For me, like I said, it's not that I read anything. For me, it was the controls. This pisses me off, and I am still mad about it. Especially you really get to see it with the dialogue choices. Every other Fallout game was made for PC and then ported to consoles. Mm-hmm. This one was specifically made for consoles and ported to PC. And you can see that, especially in your dialogue choices, when it's up, down, left, and right. Every other game, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of thing. Use your up and down arrows to go to the one you actually want to say. Not in this one. It's, oh look, that's made for console kiddies.
I love that also in Fallout 4. I say love sarcastically, of course, that you have 2 yes answers, a no answer, and a maybe I'll do this later answer.
Yeah. You also, the building, they fixed this in Fallout 76, and it's really been a problem for me playing 4. When you go to you played 4, you guys, you can build stuff in here. You can also get rid of stuff. And when you go to scrap something, you have to hit enter to get rid of it. That's how you confirm it. Well, if my one hand is over on WASD and my other one's on my mouse, the fuck am I hitting enter?
It was optimized for controllers. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Well, with 76, you know what they did? Confirm is now your space bar.
That's not bad.
It works really well because your thumb's already sitting on the fucking thing. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit annoyed. Console kiddies, fuck you, monkey. Don't emasculate me. Hey, look.
Immaculate?
He said immaculate. I said emasculate because I'm assuming that's what he meant.
That's what I'm assuming too. I'm like, wow, that's weird.
I like consoles. I'm not a elitist and like, oh, if you play consoles, you're not a real gamer. You're still a real gamer. It's a console kitty. Sorry.
You bought a very specific PC. That's all it does is play your games. That's what happens when you buy a console.
I loved consoles before they became PCs.
Yeah.
way back in the day, if you put a cartridge in, and if it doesn't work, blow on it, that kind of shit.
I even was okay with like PlayStations 1 and 2.
Sure.
It was nice that it was a DVD player. That's cool. That's a cool feature because your PlayStation can be a CD player. I'm okay with that. But like you said, then they became PCs when we have like these menus like, oh, now I can go check, my social media on here. No, this is a video game console.
That's not what does it for me. What does it for me is now you have to download the fucking game.
That too.
No, my game should be on my disc. It should be on my. I still miss cartridges. I loved cartridges.
They were nice. You could toss them around and they were okay. I've seen people put like Nintendo cartridges underneath a chair to level it and then pop it in and play it.
Yeah. As long as you blow on it, it'll work. Oh my God. Hey Monk, you notice you hear the VAT sound effect targeting right before turrets start shooting in 4? I haven't. To be honest with you, you know what I've done mostly, Dax? Building.
Yep.
I like building. I'm a builder, especially in a survival game, which I always thought Fallout should be.
Well, then I don't see why you don't mod, because there's tons of mods that just add other stuff that are very time period specific to the game that you can use to decorate, and it won't break the game.
I have this weird thing about wanting to play the game they gave us.
Yeah, for your first playthrough, I can't argue that.
Always.
I can't do that. I think that they're designed specifically so that once you play it their way, you're like, okay, now go do whatever you want.
I get that, and I understand people who do it, but most of your popular mods, this is what bored me in Ark, is people convinced me to use the S mod.
I forget what that is.
It basically makes it so anything you put down, you can pick back up. You put down a wall, it's in the wrong spot, you can pick it back up, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I mean,
there were things about the S mod that I like in Ark, it's really hard to build a flat surface sometimes.
Yeah.
Just because of the weirdness of the ground and stuff. And it made it easier to do that. But it got to the point, man, if I wanted to move my base, I could pick up my base. Literally everything that I had already built, a whole fucking house, put it on my back, move somewhere else and put the entire thing back up. That ruins the point. It should be, if you want to move, then you need to get all those materials again. It killed the game for me because like, I have nothing left to do. Once I built my first really good base, there was nothing left to do. Somebody asked me what's the worst game I've ever played. Oh, I don't know. I played bad games. I will tell you the one that everybody says is like the worst game ever made, and I loved it, and I don't understand why adults shouldn't or should have been able to play it. Couldn't. Was E.T. for the?
I knew you were going to say that.
For the 2600.
Yeah, when I was a kid when it came out, it sucked.
That game was awesome. How dare you?
It sucked.
That game was awesome.
You know what's worse though? No, I'll give you this. Indiana Jones was actually the worst Atari game.
Horrible game.
If you did not know what those items were, you could not beat that game. And it was so secretive in some things. You needed a walkthrough just to beat that game. I have beaten that game as well. But I mean, you want to go back and look at bad Atari games. Go look at Atari Boxing. Atari 2600 Boxing. Check that shit out. Or Atari 20. Like two cheater dudes fighting. It was great.
It looked like two C's.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a dumbass football. That was another one. Oh God, Atari football was horrendous. What else do we have? That's why the jump to NES, man, it made so many things possible. Tecmo Bowl, oh my God, that was amazing.
I'll always have a special spot in my heart for Super Tecmo, or Tecmo Super Bowl. It was so good.
I never played Tecmo Super Bowl.
You could throw a pass from your end zone to the other end zone. It was fantastic. Because every quarterback alive can lob a ball that far with accuracy.
Me and my brother was with Tecmo Bowl. We used to actually keep our own stats because the game didn't do it. We kept season-wide stats for that game. Every play we'd pause afterwards and like 5-yard run, 2-yard pass, that kind of shit. What was that baseball game? Baseball Stars. That was great. We used to play a lot of sports games. Nerd, that's right. I got my Atari as a hand-me-down. No manuals. I had no idea what I was supposed to do in ET because of it. ET wasn't that hard. I know a lot of people
like the parts hard. Of the thing and build it and then go back and find more parts. That's not that bad. That's why I say Indiana Jones was way harder.
I I loved Indiana Jones back at the time, so we got the game, and I played through that game, and I finally realized how to beat it. A lot of those games, just like the ET one, they were so very simplistic. That was their biggest problem at that time, is that you couldn't do much with it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If you made an Indiana Jones game today, you could actually recreate Raiders of the Lost Ark from start to finish. You go back and look it up, guys. Raiders of the Lost Ark on 2600. Oh my God.
It's so hard.
It was not just hard, it was bad. Wasn't ET developed in like 3 or 5 weeks? Probably.
It was a severely short time frame because they had to make it out for Christmas that year.
I loved a lot of those games, man. But the best game on the 2600 was Pole Position. That's what we all played all the time. We broke so many controllers, and back then you didn't break controllers by throwing them. You broke them because they were plastic pieces of shit, and eventually pushing forward made that plastic break.
It's amazing, though, that the Atari controllers were way ahead of their time. They were the first analog controllers that actually were good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they did break easily.
Yeah, I mean, you had one button, one stick, and a very low threshold for keeping it level on a table.
I don't know anybody who put it on a table. You held it in your hand.
Yeah, that's what everybody did. That's why you always ended up breaking them.
Well, I've taken them apart because they broke, and I'm like, I want to see what happened. And that's what they had was these. There was a ring, and it was open. I'm going to say corners, but this is a circle. You had up, down, left, and right had solid plastic, and then between them there was little cutouts, and it was almost always the up button or pushing up. That plastic that made it say yes, we're going up would crack. Mm-hmm. Lysol, thank you. Hey, Monkey Dax, and smiley face. Hey, how you doing, Lysol? Hope you're well, my friend. Joust is one of my favorite Atari games. Giant ass chickens jousting, can't lose.
Gotta love those balloons. Oh, not Sheo, thank you. It says, what is black and sticks to a tree? A peeping Tom after a forest fire.
That would do it.
Yeah.
Hey, I am. Oh my God, Dax is here. Yeah, it's nice. Dax hasn't been around for a while. Dax got one of them jobs, man.
Yeah, and then I've been sleeping weird because I had one of those job things, and I'd sleep through all of this, and then I'd be awake at like early ass morning.
Hey, if you don't mind my asking, how is this going? You know, job wise with Corona.
Unemployment's absolutely bending me over and not giving me the benefit of a lube. They haven't answered the phone because it's been that busy in the state that they can't even put you on hold because there's that many people calling, and it's been that way since the beginning. I got lucky that first month I was still working, but then they only kept the people who'd been there for forever, so I had to be furloughed. They've talked recently about us potentially getting back to work, but it's going to be such a slow process. I'm not even sure when that's going to start. I'm not even sure if we're going to get full hours. I just don't know.
Sorry to hear that, man.
It is what it is. I mean, I budgeted the stimulus check very well, so thanks for that, government. I actually give you credit for that. And I hear that we might be getting another one, which would be nice, but I worry about us having to pay for this in taxes at some point.
We're going to have to.
Yeah.
It's going to come back and bite us in the ass. I want to put something on the screen here. This is the president's motorcade, and this is a woman giving it the finger.
Essential walking, I'm sure.
She's so brave. And I don't know if you can see it in the picture. Let's blow this up so we can see it as big as possible. In her hand right here, she's recording herself giving the president the finger. Right there.
All that clout she's going to get.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, speaking of clout, Patton Oswalt tweeted out, because apparently this is from his home state. This was in Sterling, Virginia. He said, beyond proud of my hometown. He is beyond proud that this twat gave the president the finger.
Genius.
Beyond proud of the whole city because of her. I get that people don't like the president. I even get that there's some valid reasons not to like the president. I don't get, I am beyond proud because this woman I've never met, beyond proud of my hometown because this woman I never met gave the president's motorcade the finger. Stunning and brave. Indeed, dangerous. Stunning and brave. By the way, that has 18,000 likes on Patton Oswald's tweet of that. That is so awesome. She gave the president the finger. She did something that there's absolutely no chance of any repercussion for. She's so brave. She stood up to the president? Is that really standing up to anybody? I mean,
she expected them to stop and come out there. First thing she would have done was gotten scared.
And yeah, she'd been like, I'm going to call the police and say a black man's coming at me. Oh, God. Yeah. That's what it takes these days, though. That's all it takes to be stunning and brave. Give a finger to a passing car. Yeah. Our world. Steve Jobs would have made a better president, but that's comparing apples to oranges. Cannibalistic, go sit in the corner. How dare you, sir? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get my game channel back up and running, Dax. I didn't realize it had been so long. It's been a month since I've gamed over there.
Wow.
Yeah, it just started out that I didn't know what I wanted to play. I played 7 Days to Die, to a point where I was like invincible. I built a base that, zombies ain't going to get me. I'm fine living there. And it's like, okay, I need something else to do. And then I just couldn't find another game to play. And then I went to set this up tonight. I'm like, holy shit. My last game stream was on April 24th. I'm like, it's been a while, huh? And so I went to set it up tonight, and my satellite internet's being a dick. It only holds the green, which you guys have to have green so that it says, hey, we're live, or this is a good connection. Going all the way down to transmitting 0 bits. I'm like, that seems wrong. That seems like a problem, so I don't know if I can fix this. We've had some storms and stuff up here, so I got to go check the satellite, make sure it's all nice and everything, but he got monetized and quit. Stop it, nuts. That's not what happened just because that is the absolute time frame. No, I was just looking for something else, and I'm going to have a lot more free time to do it because we've stopped doing the game streams on Satsu's channel. He wants to take a break for a little bit.
Oh, well, I mean, good for him, I suppose. It's good to have some time with the family.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the baby and everything, man.
Yeet.
And he's exercising and wanting to, get into a normal routine, which is all good. I'm curious if we do come back on his channel, what time we'll be doing it, because normal routine and game streaming that starts at 11 p.m. doesn't go well together because you're not getting done until like 2 a.m.
Yeah, that could be rough.
But I'm going to try if I can get mine fixed to be doing it instead. So I want to become a big game streamer, Dax. I'm going to show off my titties and have lots of
deer.
No, I'm going to be a moose.
Well, as long as you have the right antlers on.
I'm close to Canada, so I figured moose would be better. Oh my God. Monkey needs a normal routine. I do, but it's not going to happen with this thing going on. Like last night, I slept almost 12 hours yesterday, Dax.
Yeah, that's been a thing lately.
That's never a thing for me.
No, not for you.
I went to bed just after Lady Monkey woke up. It was around. She had just woken up when I went into the bedroom, and I didn't wake her. She had her "I've already been awake" voice. There's 2 different voices. There's Monkey woke me up, and there's "I've already been awake." And this was the "I've already been awake" thing. And it was just about 5 o'clock, and I woke up at 5 p.m. And I was like, well, maybe it was 4 p.m. So maybe 11 hours. My bad. That doesn't happen. I got a very good sleep. But you know what that does, Dax? When you sleep 11 hours?
Headaches.
There's that. But now it's 3 o'clock in the morning, almost 4, and I'm not tired even a little bit.
That too.
So my sleep is all fucked up. And then tonight I'll probably sleep 3. Yeah, lots of fun. Just, wear a low-cut shirt and yell about $5. Oh, no, one is the $5 chick. Everybody claims she was faking. Bad Bunny, is that her name?
What's the $5 chick?
You guys can't give me $5. $5.
Oh, that chick.
Yeah.
I forget what her name is. I don't care.
That's
She's an
Bad
idiot.
Bunny. Her name's Bad Bunny. I remember her name. The other chick is Invader V.
Yeah, that's the one I remember more.
She's the one that said that no matter how broke you are, if you're watching her, you have $10, which tells me she doesn't know what broke means.
Yeah.
To her, that's her family had to go to Knott's Berry Farm instead of Disney because they were broke.
Fuck you, Knott's Berry Farm is amazing.
Well, but I'm just saying it. Compare the two. That's the ghetto version.
I think I have more like happy thoughts from Knott's Berry Farm than I do from Disney.
If I went to Knott's Berry Farm, it was before my memory exists. I've gone to Disney before. The only real memory I have of going to Walt Disney World, Disneyland. I've never been to World. We were going on the Matterhorn, and I was young. And my mom said, "Are you sure you want to go?" I'm like, "Yes." And we're about halfway, and "You sure you want to go?" I'm like, "Yes." And then we got about 3/4 of the way, and she goes, "You sure you want to go?" I'm like, "No." So I turned around and I marched my happy ass back to the front where my dad was waiting. Yeah, it's the only thing I really remember about Disneyland.
I've been to both World and Land and most of the Florida attractions.
Mm-hmm.
I like SeaWorld. Sorry.
I've never been to Florida.
You're not missing a whole lot. I mean, you can find most of that stuff other places.
Well, I mean, I've been in most states, traveling back and forth across country, being a Navy brat and all, but we never went into the southwest or southeast corner. I think the lowest I've ever been over that way is probably South Carolina, and even then it was just inside. And I've only been in North Carolina like twice.
I've been in 48 of the 50 states.
Haven't been to Knott's Berry Farm. If you're around there, check it out. I hear great things. People seem to like it. Now, all of my roller coaster days, those happened in Virginia. So Kings Dominion and Busch Gardens are both great places to go. We have a place here in Michigan called Michigan's Adventure. You want to talk about a ghetto park, man. I swear somebody started it in their backyard. But it started to actually become a big thing, and they're getting nicer rides and stuff. They have this one water slide that's called the Funnel, and you shoot down this water slide, and you come into this giant funnel, Dax, where you go like all the way up on the one side before you slowly even out and crash into some water. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. But it's a ghetto park, man. It's like this was started in Jethro's backyard.
Probably the most fun you have.
Went to Disneyland, had to wait 2 hours per ride, only to get on 4. Kind of sucked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They let too many people in.
Agreed.
Let me tell you a trick. I don't know about there, but if you can manage it, in Virginia, if you have a chance to go to either, Busch Gardens or Kings Dominion, go on a day that's raining. Nobody goes. We had a class trip to Kings Dominion one time, and it rained, and we were like the only people in the park. It was so empty. We were allowed to just keep riding the rides. There was only one bitch who made us get off and go back through the line. Everybody else is like, if you want to go again, we'll just go again. There's literally no line here. And this one bitch on the big ride that does the big splash as you get to the bottom to people who are standing on the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. That bitch made us get out of the boat and walk back around. I'm like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, it's park policy. I'm like, nobody else is making us do it.
I think that policies like that weren't designed for when there's nobody in the place.
Yeah. The only thing that sucked is they had a new roller coaster that year. I forget the name of it. I think they still have it, but it's a bobsled roller coaster. But because it was raining, they wouldn't let us ride it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, but we had the ball, man. We were wet as hell and just riding everything because there was nobody there. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, you go to any amusement park and it's always packed. They let way too many people in there.
Yeah, I understand trying to get the most profit, but if people aren't riding it, they're not going to be satisfied and they're not going to want to do it again.
Mm-hmm. But people still show up.
Dumb people.
We took the kids to King's Dominion one time. They enjoyed it, but they didn't ride anything because they were little, you know. There's not many rides you can take little people on, but they did love at the time. I don't know if it's still there, but Nickelodeon had hooked up with them. So they got to see, at the time, Rugrats was also really big, and they had all the Rugrats there.
I miss good Rugrats.
Angelica was there, and Tommy was. I think we have a picture of the kids all with Angelica. When I went to America, I was going to go to Disneyland on my birthday, but it was raining in winter, so that was fun. Did you still go? I mean, Disneyland, that's Southern California. Should have still been able to go. I'm just saying. It's not like it was snowing. The Avalanche, yes, Kylus. That's what it was called. It is called. Now, we rode the fuck out of the Rebel Yell, man. We must have rode that thing like 15 times in a row. Yeah, the Avalanche. I remember that because we went. It was the year that it opened. It was either the year it opened or the second year that it opened. Yeah, and we were all just stoked to go on that thing. They also have a stand-up roller coaster there, and I learned something very important about stand-up roller coasters.
You have to stand up?
Well, no, it's not that. I don't know if it's the same on all stand-up roller coasters, but they have one called the Shockwave. And you get in, and it's got a bicycle seat. Because while you're standing, they still have something underneath you to kind of hold you in place. And so they get it in place and everything. And they're getting ready to lock it down. And I just shifted a little bit, lifted one leg up just a little bit, and the seat went up a notch.
Oh, no.
So I rode that thing the whole time with my one leg up just a little bit. It's actually, I also found out stand-up roller coasters are boring as fuck.
Yeah, they are.
You don't feel the same.
No, because you constantly feel grounded no matter what. Even when you're upside down, you feel grounded.
Yeah, it doesn't have that same feel of falling and everything that makes it so fun.
Superman was always fun.
I've never been.
Yeah, it lays you pretty much horizontally, and you kind of like go like Superman.
Gotcha.
You're always staring down at the ground. It's kind of a trip.
What time is it? Okay, I'm going to be wrapping up soon. We're only at an hour and a half, guys. But you know what I did today?
Made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
No, but that's close. I did cook.
Ooh.
I woke up and everybody's, sitting around like, well, what are we going to do for, dinner and everything? And nobody had any ideas. I'm like, I'll barbecue. How about that? I haven't done that in a while. And my son's been doing it. He comes over and barbecues for me. It's awesome.
Nice.
Have a son so he can come over and barbecue for you. But yeah, so I went outside and barbecued, and I'm a little bit spent. It was fun too because I like barbecuing, but I also found out I'm going to need a new grill. Mine is old. I've had it for a long time, and I've looked at replacing it before, but this was one I got from Walmart a while ago. It's a charcoal grill because that is the only way to grill. God damn it!
Propane.
No.
Yes.
You're wrong.
Hank Hill can't be wrong, and since I idolize him, he must be right.
Look, if you're cooking with gas, you might as well be inside doing it on a stove.
Incorrect.
Yes, I'm positive that that's true.
You're maybe HIV positive.
God damn it. It's a big grill, big ass grill. And they don't make them that size anymore. I can't find a charcoal grill that big anymore.
You gotta go to like those outdoor shops. They're the only ones that sell them.
I can grill like 24 hamburgers at one time.
Why don't you get somebody to build you one of those steel barrel ones?
You know what I actually want? I want a brick outdoor thing built.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah. But I'm crippled and I can't do that. I'd need to hire somebody to do that. And I'm not about all that either. But I want something, permanent. Because anything, it's just, there's too much moisture in Michigan. Even with covering it all the time and all that stuff, I've had this grill for like a decade. It's gone now. It's time to get a new one. How do you feel about wood pellet grills, Monkey? I mean, I suppose at least you're not cooking with gas. Cooking with gas is just sad. You're not really cooking unless there's a possibility of some idiot grabbing the lighter fluid and spurting it in there when there's still flame. That doesn't happen on a gas grill. Plus, my father almost blew me up once with a gas grill.
Wow.
Well, my dad got this little one, this little tiny grill. There was only the three of us, and we had the big grill, but we weren't going to use it because we had this tiny little one that he'd gotten from like turning in Marlboro points or something like that. And it had this little tiny gas tank on it, and we're like, oh, let's use that tonight. And pushing the igniter, it wouldn't ignite. Like, shit. And I'm like, all right, hang on a second, Dad. And I went to reach down, and it's a small one, like a hibachi size. Mm-hmm. And it's sitting on the ground. And I went to reach down, and my dad clicked it again. And this giant ball of flame blew up in my face. I'm like, Jesus, fuck, Dad, what are you doing? Like, we can cook now. I'm like, oh my God. In a Pickle says, that's a lot of meat. Yeah, quarter pound hamburger patties. 24 of those bitches I can fit on my grill. And I need one that big. I have a large family, Dax.
I'd imagine.
And my granddaughters, they love beef products. Hamburger, steak. They also like pork. They like pork ribs and pork chops, that kind of stuff. Pulled pork. But these girls can pack away the protein, man. So I have to have a big grill and yeah, can't find one. Pisses me off. You know why? Because everybody's buying fucking gas grills. You can find giant gas grills, man. I'm gonna buy one, take all the inner workings out, and just use it as a charcoal one.
Blasphemy.
Baked monkey, not as barbecued monkey, man. Holy shit. I'm lucky nothing burned because I felt the heat on that one. That's when I realized my dad was an alcoholic. My neighbor once tried to light a fire with gasoline in a furnace. Why?
Huh.
It blew up in his face. He ended up in the hospital. He's lucky to have his eyes. Yeah, no shit. Holy fuck, man. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up here, Dax.
Sounds good.
We made it to an hour and 40.
That we did.
It's nice talking to you again, man.
Yeah, these are always fun.
Yeah, don't be a stranger. If you ever bored, want to hang out and the show's on, just you have a invite, man.
I like it. Sounds good to me.
I just have to know you're around because I don't want to just send it to you and clog up your box.
I'll tell you this straight out. You don't clog up my box. I'm not popular enough to have to worry about vetting my box anyway. And besides, you have my home phone number. What do I care? That's
true. I should just fucking text you.
If you can remember my name.
You know what? This should make you feel better. I've known Sinatra's name for years.
I forget what it is, and I know it too.
I only remembered Sinatra's name for the first time where I can actually remember it on command about 3 months ago. True story. Because you're Dax. He's Sinatra, you know?
Yeah.
I still call Alex Bear.
It's hard not to. It really is.
It just becomes what you learn, right?
Yeah.
But guys, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for the donations. You guys are amazing, and I love you. Dax, is there anything you want to chill out, man?
No, I've been a lazy little bastard since my computer's been wonky, so no, I have nothing to share.
Tonight, we should be on Scribble's channel, Scribe Light's channel, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully, I will figure out my internet and be able to do a game stream eventually. Keep an eye out on Twitter because everything goes out through there. Guys, thanks for watching. Dax, thank you for joining me. Sorry about calling you the wrong name. You're not the only person I do that to.
I know, it's okay.
Guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your whatever the damn day is. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. It is Tuesday, right?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, yeah, so it is Scribe's channel. I needed to check that because I did say it was his night, and then I'm like, I really don't know what fucking day it is. And now